Sit. Alright, come on. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Walk with Regis. Today is August 14th. Today the weather will be, the highs will be in the low 80s, and the lows will be in the low 60s. 1% chance of precipitation, though if you look up at these clouds, that's not what the clouds are telling me. I'm going to check the Weather Channel when I leave, when I'm done with this video. Actually, I could check the Weather Channel now. Oh, he sees a squirrel. Alright, according to this, as soon as it clicks, a 0% chance. Okay, well, I guess it just looks cloudy. Let's see what kind of news stories we have today. Alright, this will be the first news story because it's technically local for us. Right downtown in Buffalo, we have the General Mills factory, which anytime you're down in that area, all you smell is Lucky Charms and Cheerios. It's a beautiful smell in the air. General Mills bringing back these childhood cereals to New York. One of the best parts of working downtown Buffalo or just driving in for a visit is that a good day, you can smell the Cheerios that are being made along Lake Erie at the General Mills plant. Well, it looks like the smell of Cheerios will be replaced with the smell of Monsters, and at least these Monsters all smell good too. General Mills announced they're bringing back Monster line of cereals. For the first time in almost 10 years, General Mills will produce the Fruit Brute Monster cereal, Frankenberry, Count Chocula, and Boo Berry. Well, that's good to hear. I'll start eating some more cereal. Couple gets $8 from Oregon Lottery after dog's 8 winning ticket. My husband thought it was hilarious. I wouldn't. Alright, here's another news story for us. Buffalo police have released surveillance video on a fatal shooting on West Utica Street from just before midnight on August 4th. The shooting resulted in the death of a 41-year-old man and injuries to a 54-year-old man. In the video above, the person of interest is a man wearing a white t-shirt. Anyone with information is asked to call or text the confidential tip line at 716-847-2255. And of course I can't share that video with you guys. It doesn't even show me the video. Hate when it does that. Hate when it does that. Let's see. A Buffalo man arrested for identity theft and grand larceny. A 31-year-old Buffalo man was arrested Friday on several charges after he allegedly scammed an elderly victim while acting as an aide. Jared Mentor has been charged with grand larceny in the 3rd degree, identity theft in the 1st degree, and forgery in the 2nd degree, all Class D felonies. Troopers responded to Ransom Road in Clarence for a larceny complaint On July 2nd, following an investigation, they say Mentor acted as an aide for the elderly victim and without authorization accessed the victim's financial accounts. He reportedly transferred $18,500 to himself and third-party proxicities. Mentor, who acted as an aide to elderly individuals across western New York State, is said to obtain access to financial accounts in order to transfer money to himself and other parties without the victim's knowledge. He awaits sentencing with the Niagara County Sheriff's Office and is also a suspect in a state police case in Boston, New York. How miserable of an individual are you that you rob the helpless and the elderly of all their money? They had probably saved up all their lives for that money so that way they could have it for their retirement or for their family, for their children. Who knows? Nope. Didn't want that. Alright, what else we got? I was looking for stories, guys. Sorry. Body found in Sacagawea Creek. Police are investigating after a body was found in Sacagawea Creek. According to investigators, a pedestrian discovered the body near Niagara Street and Forest Avenue near 11:30 a.m. Police say an underwater recovery team pulled the male body from the Sacagawea Creek. Erie County medical examiners will do an autopsy to establish cause of death. Stop doing that. Some residents are concerned about several historical buildings in Buffalo crumbling. One man, Tim Thielman, is one of the many who are making noise about the continuous neglect of hundreds of years old buildings. It shouldn't take a building falling down for a city to do its job and inspect. City spokesperson said most of these 100-year-old buildings aren't city-owned, it's private-owned, but city inspectors do regular visits to check for water infiltration, cracking, rust, tough weather patterns. The owner of the entire half-and-half building on Elmwood says her facade collapsed in 2019. It was a very traumatic experience, she says. Our entire facade of the building, from where the two apartments were, completely off. It happened in the middle of the day. We were really lucky no one got hurt. I mean, you guys should be, even if it's not owned by the city, it's still the city's responsibility to keep its citizens safe. You should at least be issuing citations. Oh, hey, check this out. See the beautiful spider? Hi, baby. Look at that beautiful spider. Look at that beautiful spider. All right, come on. Come on, sir. Come on, sir. Poops a lot. Poop for me twice in the morning. Twice in 2 days. Oh, I really wish you wouldn't do that. I'm sitting there trying to scroll for news stories and it keeps sliding over the comments even though I'm not sliding my finger that direction. Alright, let's see. Buffalo police ask for help finding missing vulnerable woman, and you keep walking out of fucking screen. It's annoying. The people want to see you, not the grass. They say 66-year-old Juanita has been missing from the area around Buffalo General Hospital since shortly before 9 a.m. Saturday. 66-year-old Juanita Robinson is mentally incompetent, was last seen Saturday morning around 9 a.m. heading west on High Street near Buffalo Gen. Robinson is described as a black female, about 5'7", with a medium build. She was last seen wearing a black jacket, black sweatpants, pink shoes, green headband, and a black wig. So let's see, we have black jacket, black pants, pink shoes, and green headband. To me, that sounds very unique and distinctive. If you guys see such an individual, please call 911 immediately. He sees another squirrel. So, I don't know if I should do some more news. I don't know if I should do some life updates. Being that these two videos are back to back, there's really technically no life updates. I think I might just fill it up with news stories. Even if they're not local, as long as they're inspiring and uplifting. New York State is enacting new traffic safety laws. These laws, meant to keep pedestrians and cyclists safer on the roads. The first law gives cities and towns the ability to reduce their speed limits to 25 instead of the current 30. The second law increases the fine for hit-and-run offenses. Taking extra precautions when it comes to speeding cars has become a part of Jennifer Laurie's normal routine. Laurie's a West Seneca resident and says her children live to play outside. Our kids like to... Okay, I don't know what they mean by this, but I didn't write the story. But basically, the sentence says, our kids like to okay with the kids across the street. We try to encourage them to watch for cars, but it's hard when the cars aren't always watching for them. So, is this a new game? Our kids like to okay? I think they mean our kids like to play with the kids across the street. Not... Someone didn't proofread this story. Gary Dixon, West Seneca supervisor, told 7 News a local law has been passed in an effort to combat the increased trend in speeding incidents. The law allows West Seneca to be considered a suburban town. This gives West Seneca residents the option to decrease speed limits in residential areas. I don't think it'll stop them, but okay, you do you. I've been in areas where the speed limit is 25 and they still drive however fast they feel like it. You're not going to stop anyone. If they're bound to determine the speed, they will speed. They're going to race down that street and they're going to hit a kid and they're not going to feel any remorse because in their mind, their time is more valuable. Because that's the kind of people that do this. Alright, let's see. What else? Did you know you have to be 21 to buy whipped cream cans in New York State? You have to show ID to buy alcohol, cigarettes, and even a can of whipped cream in New York State. If you've bought the tasty addition to pie or ice cream since last fall in New York, you may have seen signs telling you have to hand over more than just payment at the register. Whipped cream cans are filled with nitrous oxide, also known as laughing gas, like what you get at the dentist. If used improperly and inhaled, the gas, commonly called whippets or whippets, offer a euphoric effect or a type of high. So adults have to show ID at the counter. Well, I buy whipped cream sometimes from my job at Restaurant Depot. They never ask for ID. But you have to be a business or work there to shop. When was the last time I bought a can of whipped cream at a regular grocery store? And I don't mean like a mom and pop grocery store that probably don't know any better. I mean like an actual chain grocery store like Tops. I wonder, would they card me? I almost want to go to buy one just to find out, and then proceed to eat it, because it's delicious. The clouds look like whipped cream. Someone sprayed whipped cream clouds all over the sky. Alright, let's see. Human remains found in upstate New York. Police are asking for your help. This is the story of a mysterious missing person here in New York State. According to ABC News, the first 72 hours following a person's disappearance is crucial to locating them alive. It's within this time period that the evidence is the strongest. The memory of witnesses is still fresh, and leads haven't evaporated yet. What happened in Otsego County? Did too much time pass to save this individual's life? Was their death an accident? New York State Police have made a discovery and are now asking for your help. According to the New York State Police Facebook page, officers from Troop C have launched an investigation into the discovery of human remains in Morris, New York. Out of respect to the deceased individual and their family, these are just the facts that have been discovered. We are publishing some details with the hope that the victim is accurately identified and that the family can have some closure. New York State troopers revealed pictures below and the description of some items found at the scene, as well as a rough description of the victim. If you have any information about this case, please call Troop C at 607-561-7400. Alright, so let's see. Here are some details that the New York State Police have shared regarding the discovery of these human remains. Do you know this individual? Does any of this seem familiar to you? Adult female, approximately 4'9" to 4'11" in height, Adidas brand jogging pants, pink tank top, lightweight black jacket with pink zipper, pair of Carolina brand boots, silver adjustable ring with a heart, gold chain necklace. The identity of this woman is currently unknown. If you have any information that could lead to her identity and the circumstances surrounding her death, please contact New York State Police at 607-561-7400 and reference case number 1009-725-90. Alright, that's it guys for that one. He sees another squirrel. He's gonna try to sneak up on it. No? Or does he not see the squirrel? Well, you're the one that stopped. Oh, there he goes. He sees the squirrel now. Come on. Up in front and center. Okay. Let's do a little bit of a refresh. Already seen that. If you find lost money, can you legally keep it in New York State? If you find abandoned or lost cash in New York State, can you keep it? New York State Police are seeking the public's help in finding the owner some lost money that was turned in to authorities. Police didn't disclose how much money was in the bag, but they did say that it included keys, deposit slips, and the cash. The black Jundon plastic zipper bag was found near Chestnut, Pine Ridge Road, and Walsh Road in the town of Sullivan. It was turned over to an NYSP trooper by a Good Samaritan. Well, good for them. Not everyone would have turned that money in, but with the deposit slips and with keys, it's obvious that that's someone's business, or maybe like a landlord collecting rent or something. Did I do this one? Yes, I did do that one. Sometimes some of these news stories repeat themselves. Did that one. 5 worst suburbs in Western New York. See, I could start doing lists like this now that I have a way to do them. Life is not all about competition, but as soon as you put a ranking system, it sure turns into one. Of course, every town mayor was excited when they saw their town or village's name in the top part of the list, but what about the bottom half? The good news is that no suburb of Buffalo gets a below B grade from Niche. That just means most towns are better than average. So let's take a peek at the bottom 5 suburbs of Buffalo, otherwise known as the 5 worst suburbs of Buffalo. And number 5, we have Cambria. Cambria got good marks for public schools and was a good place to raise families. Biggest thing that hurt their grade was lack of nightlife and diversity. I consider that a bonus. They're quiet at night, you get sleep, you don't gotta worry about people going clubbing and partying and drunk people pissing and shitting everywhere. I consider that a bonus. Cambria got a C+ grade in those categories. Overall, Cambria got a B grade. Regis! God damn, Regis! Bad! Terrible! You don't just go ripping that out of my fucking hands! Fucking stupid ass dog. Come on. From now on, you aren't going more than 3 inches away from me. No! No more chasing squirrels. I thought it was cute until he fucking rips the shit out of my arms. We're not using the retractable anymore. We're gonna use a fucking shorter leash. I can keep better control over you. Alright, let me just get quickly through this list. Number 4, Sanborn. Sanborn was given a B grade. Housing and nightlife were 2 categories that brought down its overall grade. Sanborn did get an A for public schools. Number 3 is Brant. Lack of jobs or bad weather really brought down Brant's overall score. Brant was named the 3rd worst Buffalo suburb with an overall grade of B. Number 2, Evans. Weather played a big part in why Evans was named the 2nd worst suburb in Western New York. Evans got a D for weather and overall received a grade of B. And number 1, North Collins. Low scores for public schools and weather dropped North Collins to the bottom of the list. Again, it's not bad since North Collins' overall grade was B. And that's it for this dramatically ending episode of Walk with Regis. I'm sorry you guys had to be there when I had to scream and yell at him. If you guys like this video, hit the like button. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Share if you want to, subscribe if you want to, and we will see you guys next Saturday. Bye-bye.